2 chefs, 3 courses, a basket of mystery ingredients, and a chance to prove themselves to move on to the semifinals and win $3,000. I'm Samantha Bowers, and this is the Season 2 premiere of Show Me Chefs. Welcome to the Show Me Chef's Kitchen here at 319 Event Center. Today, our 2 chefs will go head-to-head in our beef-inspired episode for a chance to move on to the semifinals and win $3,000. They must only use a basket of mystery ingredients, our provided pantry, and their culinary skills. Now, let's meet our chefs. Our first chef joining us today is Trinidad from the Fremont Senior Living Center.
My dad passed away in 2000, and cooking brings me closer to him. Cooking has fascinated me since I was a little girl. Flavors have always fascinated me. My dad owned restaurants my entire life, and when we were younger, my dad, he knew that I was going to want to be cooking because I used to always be in the kitchen just watching everything that he did. I would put combinations together all the time just to see how it would come out, and my dad would be surprised. I work for the Fremont, and the Fremont is a senior community here in Springfield, and I've been working here almost a year, coming up on my year. I think it's a homey feel here. I try to make it, like I'm cooking for my grandparents, because that's what I feel like I'm doing every day.
Our next chef is Chiu from Amazin Asian.
My name is Kong, working at Amazin Asian. I've been in the United States 17 years. I like cook. Doesn't matter, the first time you fail, the taste doesn't good, just keep practice, don't give up, that's it. Until one day you will find out what is good sauce for you. I just want to cook some food for people, like they enjoy it. That after that they say, hey Kong, you cook good, then I'm so happy on that. Honestly, I'm very happy you guys come ask me to go over the show. Not many people have that chance. And also, I don't compare with another people, I just compare with myself. So that show, I want to do something is belong to me and show it to everybody. Maybe I never do it before. See, I can do it or not. I just want to prove myself.
Okay, chefs, it's now time to reveal your mystery ingredients. Are you excited? Nervous?
Nervous?
Okay, here we go, pull off the curtain. Your mystery ingredients are skirt steak, chutney, goat cheese, and kimchi. Okay, chefs, you will have 20 minutes to complete your appetizers. Your time starts now. Now let's take a moment to meet our panel of judges. We would like to welcome Chef Leong, owner and executive chef at Leong's Asian Diner and contestant from Season 1 of Show Me Chefs. Angelo Wannithantri, general manager and executive chef at 319 Event Center. And Mary Fawcett, one of the many owners of family-owned Bambino's Cafe. Welcome, judges. We're so excited to have you here today. Are we
Glad to be here.
Food, yeah?
Yes.
Well, we're excited to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck. You too.
So we got cranberry chutney,
Right.
kimchi,
Skirt steak, goat cheese, little Asian, little European. It'd be interesting to see
It
how
is
they could come up with something.
Yes, yes.
I'm not sure if Kong works with goat cheese
I don't
very
think
much.
so. He doesn't look familiar with it. What does it taste, Kong?
Like a cream cheese, something like that one. So advertisement,
Yeah.
probably I like use the web, something like that.
Maybe the kimchi is of beef only. The other two, I have no idea what is that. So that's why when I open it,
see what's going on, and then I supposed to do a different way and then come out another way. So I don't know.
Let's learn a little more about our beef-inspired episode sponsor, the Dar School of Agriculture.
Hey guys, I'm here at the Dar Agriculture Center. Let's go visit the Missouri State Farm to learn a little bit more about the Missouri State Beef Program. Come on, let's check it out. Okay, so I heard that Shealy Farms was donated. Can you tell us how you got into that?
Yes, ma'am. Shealy Farm was donated by Dr. Norm Shealy. I believe it was 2012 or 2013, and we've been really fortunate and we're really grateful that he's able to donate this piece of property to us. It's about 260 acres, and it's a real important part of our Missouri State Beef Program.
So can you tell me a little bit about the Holos house?
Yeah, Holos was used for Norm, Dr. Norm Shealy. He's got a radio show in Springfield, and Holos is used as for part of that, but it was also when the farm was donated, it was donated to the psychology program.
Okay, so that's
they
great.
they use that as well.
Yeah, so benefiting lots of Missouri State.
Yes, Norm has been very generous. Yes.
Do you get a lot of Missouri State students out here then?
We do. We use this farm mainly for education. We have 2 full-time student workers that live out here full-time. I was one of those a couple years ago, and we bring a lot of students out here, a lot of class trips, and we're blessed to be able to use it as an educational resource to kind of show how things are done, and we can tweak a program, and it's a good example for students.
Yeah, it's a real good benefit to Missouri State and for you guys.
Yes, ma'am. We're out here and we're open, and if you want to see something and you want to learn, you come here and do it. And we're really proud. All of our animals here have a great life, and we're able to enjoy the final product.
Well, yeah, I've never worked with any of the items except the skirt steak. I've never used kimchi, never tasted kimchi, never tasted goat cheese, never tasted that chutney. I mean, it was just all new to me.
So judges, what do we think about today's mystery ingredients for our appetizer round? Do any of you have any experience cooking with any of them, or?
I've used all of the ingredients, but not together.
Not together. Okay, that's a test. That's a test.
So if they can know what the ingredients taste like and balance it out with the other ones, I think that it could be the winner.
So describe to our viewers at home what exactly kimchi tastes like, because some people might not be as familiar with it.
It is usually a pickle fermented Napa cabbage. So it is it has a pickle flavor, but it's usually spicy too. There's different levels. True kimchi eaters, they'll eat it as hot as you can get it.
So Kong, without giving out exactly what you're doing,
I don't know.
you don't know.
actually.
You're still playing with it. I got
Yeah,
you.
I still play around.
Okay.
When I cutting, I still thinking what is my next step. Should I cut slice or should I cut a chop? So I have no idea yet right
I
now.
got you.
I can totally relate with what Kong's going through. When I was a contestant, I had plan A, B, and C, and I was working on D.
And also I have to think about what should I make it to and come out slice.
Don't forget, you guys got a time limit.
Yep.
That time will get away from you.
When I go in the kitchen, whatever you have, or whatever you want me to cook, then I look at the kitchen, what you have. Then I just mix up together. So you ask me what I should bring in here, what I should have it, I don't know, I have no idea. Right now in my mind, it's empty. Until you give me some, I give you back some. That's all I do it right here.
I give credit to both chefs. Anyone that watches the shows and say, I can do that, until they actually do this completely different.
It is a different
story.
dynamic. Yep.
It is.
Yep. And a lot of people watching the show, show me chefs. Oh, I can do that. Completely
When you're on the
different
stage, it's almost like a deer in the headlight. It's like, this is showtime. And the thing they got to do is just start cooking. Do what the background is and just relax like they're in the kitchen and get in that groove and start putting the food out.
It really is a test of skills, because if you've got a lot under your belt already, then combining different sorts of ingredients and that sort of thing, then when you come in here, even though it might be a bit of a surprise,
Correct.
you have a little bit more of a skill set to deal with it.
Frying little tortillas over there.
Up next, our chefs heat things up in the kitchen.
Oh, I'm done.
Wow.
Bragger.
Welcome back to the Show Me Chef's Kitchen here at 319 Event Center.
It looks like Kong is starting to play. Actually, both of them.
They're
are starting
both,
to play.
yep, it looks like the timing is fine.
Yes, Springfield is a great place to start a business. If you are struggling, single mother like I was, everybody's always been very supportive here. I think it's a really good environment,
Yeah, I can see that.
apparently, especially for the
Well,
restaurant
Springfield's
business.
always been a home. It's always been welcoming. If you take care of Springfield, they'll take care of you. That's it. If your ingredients there, if you got a great product, great service, Springfield embraces that.
Oh, I'm done.
Wow.
Bragger.
This is a minute and 28 seconds early.
So, on your dish, kind of curious, did you use the kimchi
On the side, you can-
on the side?
yeah.
But did you use that kimchi
No.
into? Okay.
I just
make-
try like a thing about you can appetizer, cream cheese, you can just eat it,
Gotcha.
and then use the beef, you can dip the cream cheese on the top. Ooh.
From here, the plates looks very nice. The presentation looks like very nice. Yeah.
Lovely.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Chefs, you were told to create an appetizer in just 20 minutes using the given mystery ingredients. The time has now come to present to our panel of judges. Chef Trini, you're up first.
Today I prepared for you an appetizer tostada, and I made it with all the ingredients are cooked and marinated with the meat. I made for you a sweet and spicy crema, and to go on top of it, and just enjoy.
So Trini, you said you utilize the chutney and the kimchi to cook into the beef, correct? Awesome, awesome. I can taste that.
Yes.
I can say that.
And I try to, I tend to go spicy on things, and the kimchi was a little spicy as well. So I went ahead and did the sweet crema on top with the goat cheese to try to taper that flame.
Like that. The goat cheese. It's kind of counterbalances the heat.
Okay, yes, and you use honey and goat
I
cheese.
use the goat cheese, honey, whipped cream, and a little bit of sour cream.
It's a nice mixture.
These flavors all go together really well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef Trini. Okay, Chef Kong, now it's your turn.
Honestly, I have no idea what I'm making. I just like whatever you bring it to me. I taste it first, see how the jar tastes like, and the cream cheese how they taste like, and then I just in my mind when I do it, I just keep going forward. Supposed to be like I try to use the deep fry, use the wonton skin. After that, I keep in my mind, I change my style, like keep going. So that's
Well,
why I
let's
come out
find
like
out.
that.
Judges, what are our thoughts?
Let 'em-
I like the flavor. Did you use the flavor? What kind of flavor did you use for the skirt steak?
Cook the steak, I just use the basic one, just salt and sugar. That's all.
Salt and sugar. What was the a little barbecue sauce?
No,
or-
you give me the jar, the cranberry one,
Cranberry
based on that
sauce.
one.
Okay, so that was your base for the
Mhm.
meat. Okay.
I mean, I do have to compliment you with the how you cut the steak. It's tender that way.
And I would like to see more transformation of the cream cheese other than just putting some fish eggs on top, or the same thing with the kimchi, to being transformed into something different. And that's what the heart of this competition is transforming your mystery basket into something different, make it unique.
Thank you, Chef Kong. Chefs, you may now leave the kitchen. Our judges will deliberate your plates. Okay, judges, so let's talk about Chef Trini's dish first. What are your thoughts?
Well, Trini truly used all the ingredients. She incorporated into the cooking, the beef, the
Right, I
kimchi.
agree. She transformed the goat cheese, actually added the kimchi into the beef, so as opposed to just putting it on a plate.
Correct. And she did also use a vessel, just like you were talking about, a tortilla. It was a true appetizer.
Right.
Okay, so moving on to Chef Kong's dish. What did you think about his flavor combination?
It was way too spicy for me, but that's just me. And like I said, underneath all that heat, there was a really good flavor in that sauce. I think he probably should have incorporated the ingredients more as Trini did.
See, I like the flavors of his meat with the spices, but I did have that problem with the gristle in the beef and not watching, the skirt steak.
Well, maybe they'll warm up. Let's bring them back in for the entree round and see if things progress. Welcome to the entree round in the Show Me Chef's kitchen. Chefs, how are we feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous? Well, about to get even more nervous because it's time to reveal your mystery ingredients. You may reveal them. Your mystery ingredients are sirloin, red cabbage, cilantro sauce, and apple pie filling. Okay, chefs, we have a little twist. Not only do you have to use all 4 of those mystery ingredients, but you will also spin the Show Me Chef's Wheel of Spices provided by Down to Earth Foods, and whichever spice you land on, you have to incorporate into your dish.
Thank you.
Chef Trini, you're up first. What are you hoping for?
None of them.
None of them. Okay, well, I don't think that's an option, unfortunately. Oh, what's it gonna be? Chipotle. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, they sprung a wheel on us last second, so we had to use a spice, but the spice gods are with me because I got Chipotle, so what says more Mexican than Chipotle? So that worked well for me.
Okay, Chef Kong, now it's your turn. Which one are you hoping for?
Probably mint.
Mint, okay.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, okay. Oh, so close. Tarragon. Here you go.
Thank you. Personally, I like it spicy, any kind of spicy, so doesn't matter whatever you give me, but the way I taste the spicy, no one can handle it. So the first round they say it's too spicy for me, I just usually I just like natural, just dang dang.
Chefs, you will have 35 minutes to complete your entrees. Your time starts now.
So Chef Trini, you said you use a secret ingredient, smoked
I've used chipotle before, yes, but I've used actual fresh chipotle, never powder. So we'll see how this goes. First things first, gotta get my meat seasoned.
Let's take a moment to learn a little more about our Spice Wheel sponsor, Down to Earth Foods.
My name is Cher and I'm the owner of Down to Earth Foods here in Stratford, Missouri. We actually started by opening a little store in Springfield, and then a couple of years ago we decided to bring the business home. We think spices are just important while you're cooking. It gives you so much creativity, and we found a really good source of spices when we had our store open, and it's probably my top seller at the farmer's market is my spices. We have about 80 different ones that we take there every Saturday. Yeah, we do a lot of bulk foods as well, whole food. We believe that you get the most nutritional value out of whole food. So we've got whole grains, rice, beans, lots of different types of seeds, amaranth and flax and quinoa. We also do teff, which is native to Africa, where I come from. And we like to just encourage people to eat whole foods because of the nutritional value involved. We try and get as local as possible. We have found a source of really good rice from Missouri and beans from the Missouri area. And we also have gone looking for stuff that's non-GMO and pesticide free. We like to support local, and we like to encourage people to come and eat local and support the chefs in town, and just come down to the farmers market and see the variety of stuff that local people have put together. But it's important that we can draw people, and we love our customers, so it's been a great experience. Yeah.
Chef Kong, have you used tarragon very often?
No.
Okay.
No, I just go back based on a Chinese skill to marinate the pork first or see what's going on first.
Good.
Chefing is a man's world. And I just hope that by me being on this season, I hope that more women try out saying, hey, I can do this. Because when I first saw that I was the only female, I was like, oh, wow, okay, I got this though. Never have I been intimidated, so I wasn't intimidated about this either. I just know I have to bring my game.
Show off.
Chef Kong is either very angry or tenderizing his meat.
I think both.
Judges, do you think either of the chefs are at an advantage over the other by the spice that they got from the wheel?
Tarragon is a pretty tricky spice, actually. I think he's at a disadvantage with that one because it only takes a tad bit of tarragon, and if you go over that, it's too much. It's a very strong flavor. The chipotle, I think she does have an edge because she's used to cooking with Mexican spices.
Up next on Show Me Chefs.
Oh, they love. You cook for the Alzheimer patients,
Yes,
correct?
I do.
So that's a beautiful, beautiful thing to do.
It's rewarding. I love my residents with all my heart, and I think of them all as my grandmas and grandpas, and I cook for them like I'd be cooking for my family because that's what they are to me.
That's awesome.
It seems like very blessed to have Chef Trinity cooking for
Yes,
us.
it is. We are honored to have her.
Seriously, this show is so much pressure. Give me, I just want to do whatever I can, don't want to think, just enjoy the show. Just come over to enjoy it, but don't think too much.
How you doing, King Kong?
How many more minutes left?
You're
I still have 10 more minutes.
You're quiet over there.
I'm almost done too.
10 minutes, chefs. Remember to get all of the mystery ingredients on your plate.
Yeah, I see Chef Kong using his mystery spice.
He's already plating that 10 minutes to go, so he's well on his way. Oh, they lost.
The show's still going on. You still haven't finished your competition. So still do it. Don't think about dropping. Uh-oh. I just say, uh-oh.
I'd like to see a chef push the boundaries, and there's so many styles. The meat is still the same, you know. Well, you have beef, you have chicken, you have pork. It's how you flavor it and how you use it from different techniques and from different cultures, how you learn.
I'm happy with my dish. I went ahead and tried something new with a slaw. So I put like a slaw on top of it for some crunch because we had the apple and, and everything was, I'm texture. I have to have 2-dimension, 3 dimensions in my food.
It looks like Chef Kong's got an extra 3 minutes and
Hey,
14 seconds.
so his plate better be done and
Yeah,
right.
better be done and right, or should he have spent the other 3 minutes building other elements?
All the food that we have, or the produce, is donated by the local food producers or farms and local small businesses. So
Very good.
Yeah.
See, Chef Trini still adding elements to her plates, all the way to the last second.
Yep.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Knives down.
Doing good?
Chefs, you were told to complete an entree in just 35 minutes using the given mystery ingredients along with the mystery spice from the spice wheel. Chef Kong, you will go first this time.
Same thing earlier, that just pop up, just try my best. Make sure the taste, make a balance so everybody can handle that. Not too spicy. Make sure I have all the ingredients you give me. I just use all of them. Make sure sweet, sour, salty combine together. That's all every time I make it.
How did you use the tarragon? in your
Tarragon,
dish?
I marinate it first for the sirloin. After that, if I cook the sirloin, I use the sauce on it. Put more on it. I hope the flavor will get into it.
I do like you tenderizing that meat is nice and soft, and you know it's sirloin can be tough sometimes if it's overcooked. So I think my meat a little overdone, but still the taste is good.
Okay.
And it's because of the tenderizing it, it's nice and soft.
Yeah. Thank you.
Judges, what do you think about the way he incorporated his spice that he got off the wheel?
I was afraid tarragon's such a strong flavor. I was afraid he'd go overboard with it, but he didn't, and it's really very nicely settled in the dish.
Okay, thank you, judges. Thank you, Chef Kong. Okay, Chef Trini, now it's your turn. What have you made for us?
I made for you a soft taco with a chipotle slaw, and I used the apples in with my meat when I cooked it so it could take on that flavor, and I also used the cilantro paste in there as well. And then on the side, I went ahead and made you some beans revueltos. And revueltos is a Spanish term for just mixed beans since it has more than one bean. I hope you enjoy.
So judges, what do you think about Chef Trini's use of the chipotle?
The chipotle is very subtle for what I see. I almost don't taste it at all.
No. The taste-wise, it's pretty tasty. Once again, what Chef Leang told earlier to you was, you know, since it's a taco or, you know, similar to that, a smaller pieces of meat would have been a suggestion. That way you can get rather than a big piece of meat and then trying to, you know, smaller pieces of meat. Is
Knife
what,
skills. Gotcha.
Yep, knife skills.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, Chef Trini.
Thank you.
Chefs, you may now leave the kitchen. Our judges will discuss your entrees.
Thank you.
Okay, judges, let's talk about Chef Kong's dish first. He drew tarragon from the wheel. He spun that. And so what do you think about how he included that into his dish? Was it successful? Was it unsuccessful? What would you have liked to have seen done better?
I think his dish was successful. I liked the flavor of the steak. It was tender, and the vegetable medley with it, with the apples, was very complimentary.
I like that he used the tarragon in the steak when he was cooking it. But I didn't like that he sprinkled it on top as a garnish. Wasn't incorporated correctly because usually a dry ingredient you usually want to cook with it.
Moving on to Chef Trini. Her spice was chipotle. What are your thoughts on how she used that?
The chipotle I didn't taste as much, but like Chef Angelo said, it's starting to come out now.
That's an aftertaste to it.
Aftertaste.
You know, you eat it, you don't taste it, but all of a sudden after you drink a sip of water, you're like, huh, now it's coming, you know. She kind of stuck to her guns with her tradition. You're making a taco.
The flavors were very good. I like the balance of the cabbage and the way she incorporated ingredients.
So did these dishes meet your expectations, and how will this affect your expectations for the dessert round?
I think they both need to step up just a little bit more for the dessert. Really just wow us.
Okay, well, let's bring them back in for one last round. After the break on Show Me Chef.
My personal, I don't like sweet stuff, so I don't have any idea how to make a dessert too. So I just, you tell me to do it, okay, just do it.
I'm a savory cook, so this is going to be my toughest round because I'm not a dessert person. I really am not a sweet person. I am savory.
Let's see how Leang and Angelo picked out today's mystery ingredients from Mama Jean's Natural Market.
I'm here at Mama Jean's on Sunshine, and I'm gonna go meet Angelo, and we're gonna go pick out some food for our beef-inspired episode. Let's go find him. So this episode's gonna be beef-inspired. What about red cabbage?
Are we doing sirloin, right?
Yeah,
Okay, great. Red cabbage is awesome. What do we have here?
goat cheese. You were looking for that, right?
Yes, we
Appetizer round?
Appetizer round. And guess what? I have the dried mango slices for the
okay.
dessert.
Okay, chefs, we've made it this far. It's now time for our final round, the dessert round. As always, we have some mystery ingredients for you guys, so if you want to reveal those, get those out here. Your mystery ingredients are oat cakes, toasted coconut chips, fruit ring cereal, and dried mango strips, provided by Mama Jean's. This round also has a twist. For this round, you will be drawing from an assortment of chocolates provided by Askinosie Chocolates. So, Chef Trini, if you want to draw first. Okay, let's see what we got here. You drew Philippines 77% dark chocolate. There you go.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? Have you ever worked with 77% dark chocolate before?
I've never used any kind of dark chocolate before.
Oh, well, here we go. This will be
I am
interesting.
so a savory chef.
Okay, here we go. What are you hoping for?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. Honduras, 70% dark chocolate. And what about you? What are your thoughts on the chocolate that you drew? 70% dark chocolate.
Seriously, I'm not good on desserts. See what can I do to surprise everybody.
Are you nervous about this round?
Yes.
The time limit is a little shorter.
I try my best. I think time
That's
is
all
not...
you can do, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, chefs.
Thank you.
Chefs, you will have 25 minutes to complete your desserts. Your time starts now.
This is a pretty even match. This is going to be the deciding factor.
I think so.
Yes, I think so. Yes, it will be.
I mean, there's some off-the-wall ingredients in this mystery basket, but I think nothing that's too off-the-wall. They can come up with some kind of
Everything.
yeah.
That's whether the savory, they're both savory cooks.
Yeah.
And whether they can like the chocolate, other than, I think their experience with chocolate is just eating it on Halloween.
Yeah.
And knowing what the functions of it is.
Right.
I'm a savory cook, so this is going to be my toughest round because I'm not a dessert person. I really am not a sweet person. I am savory. So this is going to be interesting because I don't know what they're going to throw at us, and this is a round that's going to either make me or break me. I really feel it.
So this will be a new element for them to do, and the one that's going to incorporate it and present it the best
Correct.
will be the winner.
So nervous. I'm shaking already. I'm shaking. I've never had that kind of experience, and I thought we can handle that pressure, but honestly, it's not like this. You have mind to do this way, or maybe have different style, but suddenly you just come out like that one, you completely lost. You completely lost what you're thinking. So better don't think.
I like how Chef Trini is exploring each ingredient
Tasting
and
it.
sizing it up, tasting it, and that's how you adapt what you have.
My personal, I don't like sweet stuff,
So I don't have any idea how to make a dessert too. So I just, you tell me to do it, okay, just do it.
I don't cook desserts, but I mean, what were you gonna do with Fruit Loops and hot chips and then oat bars? You know, to me that called for like almost like a granola. It called granola to me.
Well, Chef Trini got the Fruit Loops incorporated one way or the other.
And that's a smart way of doing it, I think. That's, you know, putting all those, the oat cakes, the Fruit Loops, the coconut together. There's no question that she's using all the ingredients right
Yes,
there.
she is.
Yeah. I'm kind of impressed with Con, what he's doing right there.
He's looking
creative.
at making a custard of some kind, with a steamed custard.
Very interesting.
Now let's take a moment to learn a little bit more about 319 Event Center, the official venue sponsor of Show Me Chefs.
The events that we do vary widely. It can be from weddings to corporate events. And we like to design the events around the party and what their needs are. And again, I think for the amount of years experience that we have in the staff, we can kind of utilize their best efforts, their best talents, and try to hopefully form it into an event that's a little bit different than what other people do.
I have the luxury of creating all types of different menus for each individual group. We do have a lot of suggestive menu items that they can pick through, but I ask them what they want to serve for their guests. And we can create any type of cuisine, from a New Orleans style to barbecue to French style cuisine. So it doesn't matter what the customer wants, we can create that. That is something that I take pride in, to give the customer what they want.
I can see Chef Trini totally in the zone. She's totally focused on what she's trying to finish up. Any ideas what you put in the oven? Are you trying to make a cookie of some type?
Cookie of some type. I think she mixed up.
It looked more like
Or
a
a
graham
crisp-
cracker type crust
Correct.
for
One pot chef.
Yep.
that.
Hey,
Nothing wrong with that.
nothing
but-
wrong with that.
No.
Sometimes you need to have skill to do that.
And that dark chocolate, you know, you got to sweeten it up. They're not used to using that fine of a chocolate.
It's sweet. If you don't taste it, it's going to come out as a
Yeah.
very bitter.
It will.
Now, did you sweeten that chocolate, Mr. Franny?
Yeah, but I tried not to, I don't want it to be too sweet because I have other elements going in
Gotcha.
there with it.
With that time limit in the competition, that's you're taking a little risk by
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that, you know. But if you can pull it off, it pays off. It being said,
Doesn't sound like it. It's set, kind of. It looks like it's set.
I'm nervous for him.
Yeah.
One thing I can tell you, the two chefs are very neat and clean cooking.
They are.
I don't see a big mess at all in the kitchen. That's
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Chefs, your challenge was to create a dessert in just 25 minutes using the given mystery ingredients, as well as the surprise twist with drawing a chocolate from Askinoski chocolates. Okay, Chef Trini, please describe your dish.
Well, today I made a hot mess. I toasted all the dry mystery ingredients as far as the Fruit Loop or rings and the oat squares and well, I just threw it all together and I toasted it. And then I got the mango and I cooked that with some raspberries and some blackberries and sweetened that up. And then my chocolate, I melted it down with a little bit of cream and sugar, and then I layered it so you would get everything in it. And then I just decorated the sides with a little bit of the chocolate and the raspberry sauce.
Okay, judges, any thoughts?
One of the things it's not a negative, I could have used a lot more chocolate, a little more chocolate into it.
Since it was kind of bitter, I decided to hold back just a little bit.
I see what you did, but it's good.
So
I mean, it's really
I tried
good.
to get an equal balance of everything.
This is one of my favorite kinds of desserts, I have to say. I like the lightness of the cream and the yogurt and that hint of chocolate, not that just, punch you in the face kind of chocolate, which this chocolate can do because it's very flavorful chocolate.
Like I've said and I will say, I cook with love and from my heart, and that's just what came out at the time.
Thank you, Chef Trini. Chef Kong, you may now present your dish.
I just tried to make an egg custard come out like with a coconut. Don't use the milk, use the coconut, make an egg custard come out. Supposed to be upside down, look nicer, and then come out just like, that sometimes happen like that. So I just try to use, after that, use the mango, blend it together, mix it together. After that, use the chocolate syrup, kind of make a chocolate syrup, just make it sweeter.
Okay, Judge Wing, what was your first reaction to this dish?
Well, first of all, for a dessert, it's a little bit on the small side. I do like the fact that you were doing the steam egg. In classic Asian cuisine, there's a certain egg custard that we do that's sweet, almost like a sweet cake. I think that's what you're trying to represent. Once again, the Fruit Loops, I'd like to have seen something made with it, whether it was a twill or something, as opposed to just sprinkled on top, But on that's a great challenge, and you did a decent job on the chocolate. Okay, so enjoyed that part.
Angelo, what are your thoughts on the chocolate?
I got to give him kudos for just trying something new. He hasn't done a dessert like he said. So, in a competition, kudos to you.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Thank you, judges. Chefs, you may now leave the kitchen. Our judges will discuss your final plates.
Thank you.
When we come back, our chefs continue to battle it out in the kitchen. Okay, judges, so let's talk about Chef Trini's dessert first. How did you feel she used the mystery ingredients and her chocolate? What are your thoughts?
I enjoyed that dessert. I think she used all the ingredients, and I would like to see maybe her adding something more to the parfait, like a cookie or something like that. But overall, I enjoyed her dessert.
I really loved it. I thought it was one of the best desserts I've had in a while.
Presentation-wise.
It was there. She used every single element. She didn't put it on the plate. She incorporated, deconstructed the oat cookies and the Fruit Loops and made something out of it. It's very impressive.
Okay, so moving on to Chef Kong's dish. What did it meet your expectations as far as his chocolate incorporation and his use of mystery ingredients?
He hung in there. He tried to do something he was comfortable with, the steam egg custard that, I wish it could have come out a little bit better on him.
I think the flavor was good, and actually I'm still sort of tasting it. I'm not really sure what it was he did with the custard, but it really had a nice flavor in it, and it's strong but not overpowering, and it was really very good.
Well, he was out of his element making dessert.
Yes,
so that's what I was trying to get at.
Absolutely. I think both of our chefs kind of pushed their limits in their comfort zone, and they both did great. But judges, have we come to a decision?
Yes, we have.
let's bring back our chefs. Okay, judges, please reveal the winner of today's quarterfinal round.
So the chef that will be moving on to the semifinal round is Chef Trini.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Chef Kong, unfortunately you were not chosen as today's winner. We loved having you on the show today. Thank you for coming out of your comfort zone and trying something new. How was your Show Me Chef's experience?
Wow, so nervous, so scary. Until right now, okay, I release another pressure, just give it to her. I can go home to relax it.
But very good experience. Thank you guys to tell me to come over here and then show my how I am, my personality, how my talent is. That's what I want. Maybe you guys feel sorry. I'm okay with this. Lose, I'm okay. But at least I met a new friend now.
Congratulations, Chef Trini. You will be moving on to the semifinal rounds.
Thank
How does it
you.
feel to be today's
Oh my
champion?
God. You don't even know. I don't want to cry. My dad's here with me. And just thank you to you guys for giving me this opportunity to show what I can do. Something that I'm really, really passionate about. Thank you.
Next time on Show Me Chefs.
I think I did a couple things to kind of hinder my own time, but it was a little rush at the end. Pretty much I've had rushes at the end of all 3 rounds.
Nothing even ended up on the plate at the end of time window. Like, at least let me put something in front of the judges so I don't seem like a complete fool.